So it's only a week since I've taken the Honda Highness 3B350. So I think it's still early to give a user review. So I will wait for the first service for a month's time for that. So I've ridden the motorcycle, I think around 300 kilometers till now. So no matter how much test rides you do or how much user reviews or videos you see, you will get a full understanding of the motorcycle only if you keep the motorcycle for a few days and ride it. No amount of test ride is going to give you that reality. So I have ridden the motorcycle for a week, so I think I know the character better. So this video is actually comparing the expectations we have of the motorcycle with what it actually provides. So the first thing is refinement. The expectation is that it's very refined, and the reality meets the expectation. It is very refined. You don't face any problems regarding vibrations on this motorcycle. It's very refined, it's very smooth, and I don't take it to higher speeds, so I can't comment on the vibrations, like post 100 or something like that. I am never going to ride this motorcycle at that speeds, because that's not how I ride, and that's one of the reasons this fits my riding style currently. Now, second thing, it comes with all the features. It has everything. When you're purchasing a motorcycle in 2020, it has all the features, like the simple things like the USB charger, the hazard lights, the slipper clutch, and a nice display which has all the the information, LED headlamps. And another expectation is that it has a light clutch. That's true, the clutch is really light, but what you should also know that the clutch has this movement. So this does not feel that good because when we pull the clutch lever, it can go like this, up and down. And what we should also know that not only does it have a light clutch, the throttle is also very light. So initially when we start riding, even the small jerks your body has or your arm has can have a small effect on the throttle. So but this is something which we will get used to, but this is there. But the combination of clutch and throttle, even being light, I have not faced any problems related to throttle control. I feel it's nice. The third thing, the expectation is that this has a stiff suspension. Well, that's true in the stock setting. I think I have the setting at one of the hardest levels. I'm not sure, but I will be taking to the service center soon. Maybe at the time of getting the number plate, I will make them check it, or I will try to myself slot it into a softer setting. But currently the reality again meets the expectation. It does have a slightly stiffer suspension. Doesn't mean it's very stiff. I think it's similar to all the other commuter motorcycles, but it is not as plush as a Himalayan or a GS310 or even the Bullets. It's better than my Interceptor for sure. It's better. The rear, I think if I turn it to a softer setting, will get better. And then it accelerates well. It pulls really well. Even though it has a taller gearing ratio, it pulls very well. It rear speeds easily, and you will need to shift down in traffic in city due to the taller gear ratios. But at the same time, it allows you to reach more speeds for any given gear. So again, that's the characteristics of this motorcycle. And then the seat expectation is medium. Again, that meets the reality. I think most of the things that we know about this motorcycle from other videos, I think they are true. There are no hidden surprises in this case. But it's a nice package. It looks nice. It has that modern design element somewhere, even though you can call it a retro motorcycle. The LED headlamps, it's a roadster. It's beautiful. And another thing which again many reviewers have pointed out is that the mudguard is short. Should have been somewhere like here, because you can see the dirt which has been, thrown by the front tire onto the engine. So imagine the amount of dirt on the engine and on your pants, on your shoes during the monsoons. So again, that can be fixed. You can add an extender. Honda doesn't have any mud flap currently, so we should resort to aftermarket solutions. What else? The tank range and mileage again meets the expectation. It works, has good tank range, good gives mileage. And the mirrors, again, most of the reviewers have pointed out that the mirrors are short. It's very true. At least you should have that convex small blind spot mirror, because this is dangerous. I have felt many motorcyclists from behind me emerge right from the blind spot. I wasn't able to locate them through these mirrors. So the mirrors you should actually get a extended mirror, or it has a problem. But nothing vibrates on the motorcycle. It's very smooth and refined. It's very light, easy to handle. And I think I have summarized. I have not ridden it in the dark now, so I can't comment on the LED headlamp. I can do a separate video on that. Even the pillion comfort I have not tried. So the suspension, the pillion comfort, the light throw can all be handled in a separate video. And yes, that's pretty much it. I have also not tested the navigation system. It's just a voice control system. And one advantage of this variant is that you have these switches which can be used to toggle the display, that is between the range and total, trip A, trip B, etc. So that's very convenient. You don't have to stop and reach for these switches to toggle those information. So I think that is pretty much it. If you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. A few more things which I forgot. Now this has actually a USB port for charging, and some of people actually complain that it is actually a Type-C port and not the traditional classic Type-A USB port. But I would actually congratulate Honda on that, because there is an advantage of having a Type-C port, because the Type-C cable can be plugged in either way. A Type-A cable, you have to be sure that it's only plugged in one way. So what happens with normally the classic USB port, one of the problems was that the port can get damaged in long term. You can see that the port is actually inclined downward, so you won't be able to see the port. So most of the time you will be fiddling with the cable one way or the other. So it can damage the port in the long run. So a Type-C is actually future-proof. It's actually the future is Type-C. Another thing, the swap between the horn and the indicator, it's real. I mean, it's problematic. You have to really practice for some time. Otherwise, on an emergency situation, you will be searching for the horn with your finger. And there is one more problem too. You have to actually reach for this end, or slide your thumb to this end of this horn switch. Because if you try to press it here, nothing happens. You have to actually go to the end and press. And one more thing that's related to the gear lever. You all know that it has a heel shifter which has to be reached. But I've also felt that the toe shifter has also a bit of reaching to do. So these are a few more observations which I missed. Okay.